The Computational Innovation Lab that we're starting here at UNU-MERIT is intended to be a center of expertise within the Institute, focusing on the use of data, data modeling, data analytics, simulations, and all kinds of techniques that we need in support of the research that we do here at the Institute.
We live in times of multiple crises. The COVID-19 crisis is an obvious example. Right now we have a crisis in Ukraine, a war going on. That has implications for energy markets across the world. That has implications for the green transformation. So trying to understand how such crises interlink with transformation processes is going to be a very important agenda for our work.
Transformations are at the core of the agenda of policy making all over the world. For instance, in Europe, with the European Commission, we have the green transformation or the European Green Deal. It's intended to bring our current society from one place that we're in today to a better and improved world later on. And we all know that this transformation process is complicated. It doesn't happen overnight.
Our lab can be a center of excellence not only for our institute, but for the entire United Nations university family, and indeed the entire UN system. So I think a lot of UN agencies around the world are working on different aspects of crisis with our expertise on the intersection between crises and having new methods to look at those, analyze those, and look at policy implications and way forward.
When you're having a crisis, sometimes you don't know if you have to work on the immediate effects of the crisis or if you have to take into consideration the long effects of the crisis. So the lab is going to help us actually simulate what the impact of the response can be, so that we have more certainty on the impacts of the response that we choose to actually implement. That saves resources and time and improves the quality of work, which comes back again to contributing to the comprehensive innovation that we are striving for.
We want to have the lab positioned as a center where we can be activated, we can collect the data, find the people to talk to, and then prepare some options for policymakers. So in many cases, when we are confronted with a shock or with a crisis or with a disaster, it tends to orient all the attention to the short term. So we really need to focus then at that moment. We need solutions, we need response, we need policies to address the crisis situation. This is a new initiative at UNU-MERIT. We're trying to build something unique, a lab that bridges social sciences and data sciences. This is an enormous effort and fantastic initiative that can position us really uniquely within the UN system and also within university. We want to build up the expertise that allows us to leverage and use the current developments in data, in modeling, in simulation, to really address societal big challenges. I think what we need are people who are willing to bridge that gap, to connect, to link. So join us in establishing that lab, in growing the lab, together with all of us.